Hello, welcome to a little Sonic Lab. Well, this is more of a Volca Vibes special. You do remember we did something on the Retrokits Active MIDI cable, which has this very clever little CPU in the actual MIDI cable and allowed us to translate regular MIDI into something that the Volca sample would understand, e.g. we could play chromatic samples and then sequence them that way, and we could also play all 10 samples via the keyboard, just making pattern creation a lot easier. Well, there's been a development. You may also remember that we did the Volca FM review quite recently. Here it is, Volca FM. I thought it was great. The only problem is I found was there was no velocity sensitivity via MIDI. You had to do it via fader and then, you know, record that in via motion sequence, which was kind of a bit of a shame, really, because when you consider how velocity sensitive the FM voice is, particularly a 6-op voice, it was sort of felt like a bit of a limitation. Well, there's good news, because the Retrokits people, this is the little MIDI cable, this is the custom MIDI cable, which has a little processor in here which translates regular MIDI coming in into things that Volca can understand. I mean, that's not necessarily just limited to Volcas. I mean, I think the possibilities are actually quite limitless with this, because you can take incoming MIDI and then turn it into all sorts of other things. Well, what they've done is they've added a firmware update. I'll show you here. This is the RK002 KFM MIDI settings, and what that allows you to do is to map velocity and also the mod wheel and pitch wheel like you can with the other ones. So what this is doing is taking the MIDI input, because I've got my M-Audio Axiom Air 61, just a regular one, going into the MIDI cable. I'm using web MIDI as we do with the editor. I've just sent the firmware into the cable. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the velocity mapping and I'm going to map it to velocity, and let's see what happens. So this is now velocity mapping. So I've got a voice here. Hooray! So now velocity is regular mapped to the velocity on the Volca. If we look at the Volca here, when I'm playing the velocity, it's showing the velocity of the incoming keys as if I was moving this fader. So it's mapping the actual note velocity to the controller that this requires. Try a couple more patches. That's the classic, isn't it? The FM piano. So there you have it. That's the new update for the Retrokits RK002. You can find information in the show notes, but I just wanted to share that with you because ever since we posted that first part where we were showing it with the Volca sample, people say, will it do the Volca FM? Obviously the guy there has been busy, programmed some new firmware, and there you have it. Thanks for watching. Oh, actually, I should just mention, you can buy this guy. If we say over the world, tracking, select no shipment tracking, $44. So there you have it. Stay tuned, more videos coming soon. Please subscribe to the channel, and there will be some more Volca Vibes coming soon. Thanks for watching. See you next time.